there. It's been a while, but I'm back at it again with another video. And today is more of just an update vlog. Today is August. Didn't realize that door would make a noise like that. But anyway, today is August the 30th. Tomorrow is August 31st, obviously. And I was scheduled to leave on Friday morning, which is September 1st, but I am leaving tomorrow night. Change of plans, had some personal issues come up, so have to leave tomorrow evening. And I'm excited, but also kind of sad because, I've been here for 2 months, and in fact, it's been exactly 2 months today, or tomorrow it's going to be exactly 2 months. And, I've kind of established myself here, and, I've kind of just gotten acclimated here, and this has been my home for 2 months, and it's kind of hard to see it go. But, everything comes to an end at some point, and this was a phenomenal opportunity, so thank you to the farmers. You know who you are. Thank you so much for the opportunity. I really appreciate it. It's really getting me started in my adult life, so thank you so much, Barbara and Charlie. Thank you. But anyway, wanted to provide you guys with an update in terms of what's happened in the past couple weeks, in terms of work, in terms of living. You'll see why in just a minute. And yeah, so let's start with all the work that we've been doing. Mostly it's been in the berry patch. It's been mostly in the blueberry patch. And what our goal was there was to these are wild blueberry bushes. It's a wild blueberry patch. The owner, one of the farmers, he bought the place. They were there, and they've only been pruned, I think, once in the 60 years he's been here. And yeah, you can imagine just exactly what that entails. And it is, I wish I could show you guys the before and after. We wanted to take before and after pictures, but we kind of got carried away by just trying to get the work done, if you know what I mean. So we've been, I'm telling you, when I say these things are thick, like these blueberry bushes are thick as hell. I'm telling you, like, you have stubbles or stumps that are about 5 inches in diameter, and you have ash tree in there and maple tree, like trees that naturally just grow, that grow in between these berry bushes, which makes it so much harder to cut down. And it makes it, like I said, it makes it so much harder to do. And it's a weeks long, if not month. In fact, it's more of a months long process because it took us about a month. Now, if we brought a lumber team in, they'd probably get it done in like 3 days. But 2 guys out there, sometimes 3, if we have help. But it's usually just myself and the other farmer, Charlie, and we got the job done in about a month. It's not fully done, I should say, but it is pretty much done, because what the goal is to cut aisles in this berry patch. I think it's 6 or 7 aisles that we cut it through. And when we cut, the first one we did was over the weekend. We had help that weekend, and we cut through that in 1 day. Now, at that time, we thought that was the thickest crap we were going to get through, but little did we know, the 7th row or 6th or 7th row, whatever it is that we did, was 20,000 times more thick. And so we really didn't know what was in store for us, but we thought that was the hardest of work. And we got through it in 1 day. And so I'd say an aisle would let me sit down here once. An aisle would take, to cut out and prune all those bushes down so we can have an aisle, would take at the most 2.5 days. What I mean by 2.5. So we usually spend a full day. So we go down at 8 o'clock in the morning and we come back up at 12. Then we go back down at 2, and then we come back up at 3. So it's not really that much of it, but that's a lot of work. 5 hours of work, working in the same place, doing the same thing, all that heavy work, picking up these berry bushes, picking up these ash trees. It's a lot of work. So we did that once for one aisle, and then we did it again, and then we had to go back for another half of a day, so maybe 2.5 to 3 hours of work, and we got one aisle done. And that was, I can't really remember what aisle number it was, but I can tell you it was like 5 or 6. But all the aisles are cut out now. You're able to, the goal there was to be able to look on each side, and there's blueberries. Let's pick over here, and then let's pick some over there. Like, that's the goal for us. We weren't very lucky with blueberries this season. They didn't produce much this year, partly because we had a late frost, because up here in the mountains you get snow in April, and that's late. So that's partially the reason. And there's also this bug infection that's going around blueberries. So I don't remember what it's some sort of bug. That it's not the spotted lanternfly. You guys remember, I'm sure some of you know about that stupid spotted lanternfly. It was not that. It was something else. But I can assure you that it was a nasty bug that we did not like because it messed with our blueberries. So we're hoping to have a good blueberry season next year. And we're hoping that those aisles will do justice, and we'll be able to go through each aisle and be like, there's blueberries over here. Let's pick some. And it's like a all you can pick operation sort of thing. Obviously, I'm sure, I don't know the process, but in terms of payment, whether it's free or whatever, but I would imagine that there's some sort of payment by the pound, or I'll honestly leave that to the farmers. But in any event, that's the main thing we've been doing. The side jobs that I've been doing really have been maintenance and painting. So maintenance, and to put that more specifically, it's basically me unscrewing things, fixing certain things. Like, literally today, Charlie broke, or I shouldn't say, Charlie broke, but 2 of his 3 tractors broke. And it was not because of him, it was because of the stupid machines connected to the tractors, powered by hydraulic power takeoff. And the one, he has a Kubota tractor, and that tractor had a bush hog on behind. So the bush hog, obviously says as it does, it is a lawnmower, except it cuts down bushes up to 1 inch in diameter. So that does a good job in helping us cut down those aisles as well. It's mostly been by hand. It's mostly been chainsaws and sawzalls, and cutting them down like that, and loping shears, and using that equipment. And very rarely were we able to use that, because most of the stuff was thick, really thick, and it would destroy the bush hog if we didn't really think about that and consider that. But so that broke because apparently Charlie went over something that he's been over before, and it jammed, and it took out a spring pin, and now it's leaking gear oil. And that's not a good thing, and that's what we suspect, because there is an oil leakage, and he knows it's a gear oil leakage, but it sounds pretty bad, so he needs to get that down to Kubota as soon as possible. And and he is going to do that, and because he cares a lot about his tractors. So that's the Kubota. He has two others, both are John Deere's. One's a smaller one, one's a bigger one. The smaller one's the newer model, the bigger one's the older model. I think it's 2002 John Deere, and he broke that one too. Or I shouldn't say he did, but he was picking up this big branch, this huge branch from a wild apple tree, and it got caught in the steering mechanism, and the steering mechanism broke. So that's also a problem, but he has a little bit of higher hopes on fixing that, because he can unscrew the part and then take just the part to John Deere, obviously, and get it fixed. Because, I mean, I don't know if he could fix it, but I'm sure he entrusts John Deere much more than he entrusts himself with fixing that part. But if he can't get that part off, he's going to have to take the whole tractor down. And yeah. So that's the maintenance stuff we've been doing. We've been trying to diagnose these situations. We've been also unscrewing certain things like shutters. And I painted those shutters to the new blue that we use. Safety blue, it's called. I unscrewed stringers for stairs and screwed in new ones. I mean, it's the whole nine. It's the whole nine innings. So I mean, here I've done of just about anything you can imagine. Just think about everything you can imagine on a farm. I've probably done it. Now, there's a couple of things that, are obviously exclusive to this farm that you wouldn't think to, like a dairy. Like, this is not a dairy farm, so, you get what I mean. But anyway, so that's been the work, really. It's not been too special, and that's why I haven't really been vlogging. Because obviously the first 4 weeks of vlogs, I mean, that was the first month, and I was, getting still used to it, and now I'm used to it, and the work was new to me, and I wanted to share you guys that. Now it's just normal to me, and obviously I'm leaving tomorrow evening, and I have to let it go. So that's the kind of the tough part about it, but also exciting because, well, I get to go back home. I get to go back to working my old jobs, and yeah, so that's really and like I've said already, that's really just the work part. Now, getting to the living part, and I bet I know what you guys are thinking. What do you mean living? Okay, so I've had to move 3 separate times, and all because we've had, a lot of people here, a lot of guests. So it all started last week. I've been moving around like crazy. So I think it was Monday of last week. So about a week and a half ago, Barbara came up to me and was like, our long-term guests have family that want to come over, and I didn't realize that I didn't have enough lodging for them, and it would be a huge favor if you moved from here to the RV that we have, the camper that we have, and so they can stay where you're staying, which is much better than a camper, and you only have to stay in the camper for 1 night. I was like, okay. I haven't really stayed in a camper very often, so it would be a nice new-ish experience. So I stayed there. It was comfy. It was cozy as well, but I wouldn't want to live there for a long period of time. But so I was there for a night, and then, actually, I should say, before that, my family came up here for a week, and I was in the big apartment, the big unit, we call it, that houses 7 to 8 people. So I was there, and that's always been a nice place to live for, even a long period of time. I could live there forever. Honestly, it's a very nice place. And so I stayed there for about a little less than a week, and then they left on that Saturday, and then I moved back to my original place, and then I had to move back to uh, move to the RV. So I was there for a night, and then so that's already two moves, and then I had to move here. Or I didn't have to. I could have stayed in the RV, but obviously I'd want to live in a home as opposed to an RV for the rest of my stay. So I've been here. This is called the Hiker's Hideaway. It's generally the intern's place. This is where I was supposed to stay for the entirety of my trip, but we had guests here for 3 months. 3 months, and they were here, and they had just left about 2 days ago, and I came here 2 days ago, and it's been great. This is a nice, cozy little place. Like, I can show you a little around, so please don't mind the mess. So this is my room. Another bedroom here. I don't know if you can see. The bathroom's in there. Kitchen, living area, clothes everywhere. Because I'm not that organized right now, because when you're a farmer, you really want to do stuff like vlogging and, not doing work because you just spent the whole day working. And you guys would understand. I'm sure if you're a working man or woman, and you work and you get home from a good days of work, and you don't feel like doing like housework. So that's kind of what I've been going through. But tomorrow I'm cleaning the whole place out because I'm leaving. So there's no need to worry about that. But that's really the update that I have for you guys. I've been on here for at least 15 minutes, but that has really been the updates here. Now I have a couple of updates in terms of what's happening after I get back. So, whether or not I vlog everything, I mean, we'll see on that. But I have lots of things planned for September, October, and a little bit of November. So one day I'll hopefully bring you guys with me to work at Mr. Softy. Hopefully. I mean, obviously I have to get back into the swing of things because I haven't been doing it for 2 months. I'll get back on pretty quickly. But once I get back on, I'm comfortable with everything. I'll take you guys with me because it is a long day. I mean, like I've told you guys in that previous vlog that I did, the eat and update thing. Check it out if you haven't done so already. But so hopefully I'll take you guys to work. My first day back at work's the 2nd, so I have one day off and then I'm back to work. On the 1st, I actually want to go visit my alumni school. I don't know if that's how you say it, but my school that I'm an alumni of, and I was a part of the marching band. I don't know if you guys know, but I was a part of the marching band, and their second game is on the 1st, which is in 2 days from now. You guys probably won't see this until the 31st, and it would be tomorrow. It's confusing when you're trying to upload at a certain time. But anyway, so I'm hoping to go there. Whether or not I vlog that, I may just want to enjoy time with, my friends that are still in the band, friends that are also visiting that are alumni now. I may just want to enjoy that, and I know you guys will understand. Now, whether or not I want to vlog that, maybe. Just throwing it out there to see. And, there's plenty more games coming up and plenty more competitions coming up. So please make sure to check that out if I post that, because I want you guys to see my life, and that's kind of the purpose of vlogging. So that's that part. Now, I'm actually going to New York City And I should say more specifically in Brooklyn, because New York City is a huge city, and there's Brooklyn, there's Long Island, there's uh, I don't even know the subcities in there, but uh, I'll be mainly in Brooklyn. I'm actually going to be visiting friends, so that I coincidentally met here, and I'm also gonna check out the city. Obviously safe places only, because I don't want to be like in a questionable part of the city where my life is at risk. But so I've kind of got it mapped out. Really, I'm gonna check out some food places, check out maybe museums. I don't know, but there's a lot of places that I wanted to try in New York that we don't have down where I live. And uh, particularly there's a Jollibee up there, and I've always wanted to try Jollibee. Jollibee is an Asian influenced fast food place. It's got fried chicken. It's got this really good spaghetti that I've heard of, and I really want to try that. So hopefully I'll take you guys with me. And there's also this place that's kind of derived from Chipotle. If you don't know me, I love Chipotle, so I want to see if that's better, and I want to check that place out. Um, and then there's places that my friends will recommend, because they're from the area, and they've been there for pretty much all of their lives. So uh, I'm gonna definitely check out their recommendations, because this is not the first time, but this is the first time I'm going to remember, because the last time I was there, I was maybe 9. So, I'm certainly looking forward to uh pretty much once in a lifetime thing. I don't know when the next time I'm going to be in Brooklyn is, but so I'm excited for that. But the twist to that is really the way I'm getting there. Um, I'm gonna do some sort of like trip report thing, hopefully, if I'm able to. I've kind of delegated time in between trains to kind of figure out, you know, certain, trip report aspects. But so I am going from Lindenwold Station. It's on the Atlantic City um, run for the New Jersey Transit. I'm going to be getting on there. I'm going to take the New Jersey Transit West to 30th Street Station. I think it's William H. Gray the third 30th Street Station. So I'm going to be going there. Not too special. It's just going on a New Jersey Transit train. I've not been on a train like that in a while, so it should be an interesting experience. But so I'm going to be on there. That's about a 40 to 50-minute train ride. If that, I should say, because that's a fast-moving train. But after that, I get off and I go to a lounge. Yes, you heard it correctly, a lounge. And I better know what you're thinking. Only first class, business class people go to a lounge. Yes, you heard it right. I am taking first class on an Acela train to New York City from Philadelphia. Yes. Yes, you heard it correctly. I'm taking first class. So I'm going to go into the lounge, enjoy the complimentary stuff that they have there. And you guys will see this all, hopefully, in a up-and-coming trip report. But that is what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to get on the train. There's going to be, in train meals, or one meal really, and there's also service that's what I've heard is great. The seats are comfortable, the whole ordeal there, and I am looking very much forward to that. And then I get off the train. That's the end of the best part of the transportation, and then I take the Long Island Railroad from New York Penn to Jamaica transfer from Jamaica and go to Atlantic Terminal, and that's where I'm pretty much going to start roaming around. Obviously, again, the safe places. So that's really what's going to happen on my, going to New York City. And then I'm going to enjoy my time there. I'm actually going to stay the night there. And I'm going to come back on Wednesday, which is the following day, and I'm going to go back. And it's not as good, but it's still good. And so, yeah. Oh, I forgot. Well, while I'm in Brooklyn, I'm actually going to go to a concert. So, looking very much forward to that. Certainly going to have a fun time. But anyway, backtracking to forward tracking, I should say, to my trip back. So I'm going to be taking, the same way I got there, I'm taking back. Hopping on the Long Island Railroad from Atlantic Terminal to Jamaica, getting off, taking another train from Jamaica to New York Penn. Then I take the Acela back, where I'm going to be in business class. Not first class, not coach, because business class is a bargain, and, I actually, was lucky enough to get that upgrade. So, loving that. But business was very affordable considering how much I'm getting paid and the stuff that I have to pay for. It was, very, very considerable and very affordable. And, I was able to afford that, and I didn't want to not enjoy my trip. So I decided to invest on that. So I'm going to be taking business class back, where I will have access to that same lounge that I had access to in first class, which is the nice part about it. And then I head back to Philly, and then I take the New Jersey Transit back to Lindenwold Station. So, and then I go home from there. It's, not too far. But, so that's really, what my plan is for the next month or so. I'm gonna get back into bowling as well, because you guys know I'm an avid bowler, so I'm hopefully gonna vlog some of that for you guys. I'm hooked up on a league that starts in September. Two leagues actually, one on Saturday mornings and one on Thursday nights. One is USBC sanctioned, which is the United States Bowling Congress, and it's sanctioned by that organization. So I'm going to do that. I'm also going to do that Saturday morning league with my friend, who you have not seen yet, but I'm sure you'll see in the very near future if I decide to vlog that. I'm just thinking here in terms of what else, I got to update you guys with. That's really what my next month is going to be, going to marching band games, competitions / festivals. I said vegetables. Festival / festivals. And so I'm going to, be going to those, a lot of them, not all, but a lot of them, maybe all of them. And well, I'm back, guys. Sorry. My phone died, so I'm back. But anyway, back to what I was saying on, my next month and a half or so. I'm going to be going to like I said, all those marching band games and festivals and / competitions, I should say. And I'm going to also be going to, hopefully, a lot of the bowling game, because I was a part of the bowling game team for my school. So hopefully going to those and watching, because, they're, including myself and, the people that are continuing their career there, because they haven't graduated high school yet. They are some they're great players, and I really want to see them do good. We kind of fell short last season. Kind of kind of my fault, because I didn't really perform the way I usually do. I think it was just stress and stuff. But So I'm really excited to check that out as well, and maybe I'll bring you guys with me. But a lot of things up ahead for this channel. You know, part of the reason why I'm taking a gap year from school is because, you know, I obviously want to save up for, you know, pilot school and flight school. But I also want to spend more time with my YouTube channel and also spend some more time with friends and, you know, just enjoy life before it gets difficult. So, I mean, and I feel like that's a very important thing, for me, because I don't want to be already just getting out of high school, which is just a stressful thing as it is, and then getting right back into the stress after just the summer. So I'm just going to take the year off, work, which can be stressful at times, but it's also fun. And then, you know, get to working on my dream. So that's really what is in store for me and what I've got in store for you guys, for the next couple of months and pretty much for the whole year, I should say, if I'm telling you the truth. So yeah, but that's my update. I know it's a pretty long one, but it has been a while, so I wanted to update you guys as best as I can. But if you did enjoy, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't done so. That would be much appreciated. And I will see you guys next time. Hopefully for some really good content. Unfortunately, it will not be on the farm because I have no more content for you guys really. But I hope you guys enjoyed the farm internship vlogs. And I hope you enjoy the next ones. And I will keep you guys updated as best as I can. I can't really guarantee that because, you know, work and, you know, not bring you every day and stuff. But I'm certainly going to try my very best because you guys are very important to me and you guys mean a lot to me. So as my gift to you, I give you guys these vlogs and this content. And when I get back, I'm hopefully going to get back into some commentating, because it's been a while since I've done that. And, you know, I haven't really had access to it. So, hoping to do that as well. But, if you did enjoy, smash the like button and subscribe if you haven't done so. And I will see you guys next time. Peace!